Hello everyone and welcome back to Bookmas. Today we are going to be talking about authors that I want to explore in 2022. Some of these authors I have not read from before, some of them I've only read one book and I want to explore more of their novels, but there are just some authors that I keep adding their books to my TBR and I have yet to read from them. So that's what this book or this video is all about. It's talking about those authors that I hope to explore in the new year and that I am super excited to try out their work. The first author on my list is Sylvia Moreno-Garcia. I have at least 3 to 4 of her books on my TBR. I own Mexican Gothic and that's the one that kind of got me introduced to her, and it was buzzing obviously all around booktube in 2020 and I have not read it yet, embarrassingly enough. But she has also come out with 2 new books this year that I am so stoked to get to. One is Velvet is the Night and the other one is Certain Dark Things. They're both very different vibes. Certain Dark Things is a like vampire-y gothic novel and Velvet Was the Night is a historical fiction noir, but both of them really sound awesome and she's done a really good job at pitching them on Twitter, so I'm super excited. And I'm also interested in reading, I believe it's Gods of Jade and Shadow by them, and that one is more of like a fantasy, I think. And so there's just a multitude of books by them that I am excited to read, and so I'm hoping to get to one if not more of their books in 2022 because it's been like I keep putting more and more of their novels on my TBR and I have yet to read from them, so I am super stoked. I would say that they are my #1 author that I want to read from in 2022. So that's actually one of my like main goals, is to read at least Mexican Gothic. So yeah, so I'm gonna go top tier for that. Next we have Grady Hendrix, and I again own Southern Book Club's Guide to Slaying Vampires. That one was another one in 2020 that like got buzz and intrigued me, so I bought it and I've yet to read it. And this year they also came out with Final Girl Support Group, and I've been hearing mixed things about it, but I'm also intrigued to read from it because the premise is interesting to me. All these final girls being hunted down, I believe, and so that sounds cool. And they're coming out with a new novel next year that's about selling haunted houses, and that just sounds like a really cool concept. I've heard a lot of good things about Grady Hendrix writing and novels, so I just really want to explore them for myself now, and I have a decent amount of books that I'm interested in by them, so hopefully we'll get to at least one if not more of their books in 2022. A thriller author that I want to explore is Peter Swanson, specifically The Kind Worth Killing by Peter Swanson, and this one I decided I was most excited about because of Gabby from Gabby Reads. She said that this was her favorite by him, but Peter Swanson seems to come out with at least 1 book every year, so I have a decent amount of novels to choose from that I can read from them. But I just have seen Peter Swanson's name associated with a lot of the other more popular thriller writers like Ruth Ware and Riley Sager, so I want to try them out for myself finally and see if I can add them to my always buying their new books thriller collection. But I feel like that's Peter Swanson's kind of like the only big author I haven't tried out yet, so I'm really hoping to get to one of their books in 2022. And then the next 3, I have multiple of their books on my TBR, but I have not read from them yet, kind of embarrassingly enough. So first we have Naomi Novik, and I have 3 of their novels on my shelves. We have Uprooted and Spinning Silver, which are both of the YA fantasy novels, and then I also have His Majesty's Dragon, which is the start of a series. And I didn't realize Naomi Novik also did adult fantasy, so when I saw this I just kind of picked it up, and I've yet to read from them, but I keep picking up more of their books, so something is making me gravitate towards them. I'm not sure what, but I really need to pick up one of these books in 2022 because I need to know if I like the writing style and want to keep picking up more books, because I have been and I don't know if I'm going to like them, so definitely picking one of those up. I don't know which one of the other 2 is going to be more surprising or a big name. So Michael Crichton is on this list, and technically I have read one of their books, but I have, I think, 4 on my TBR right now, and I just want to explore them more because I honestly did not have a good experience with my first one. So I'm hoping that that was like a fluke and the rest of them will be favorites, or like I will enjoy them. So I have Next, Micro, Prey, and the Andromeda Strain all on my TBR. I've been really wanting to get into science fiction, and I feel like Michael Crichton is a great staple in the science fiction genre. And so all of the ones that I just listed have interesting premises to me. And the Andromeda Strain was actually recommended by one of my friends. It's one of her favorite series, so I picked it up, and I really need to get to at least one, if not more, of those in 2022 as well, because I am really excited to see what I think about their writing going forward. And there's so many books that Michael Crichton has written, so I just want to know if I like their writing or not. And the last one I have on here that I need to finally read from is v.e.schwab, or Victoria Schwab. I own 3 of their books / series. We have Vicious, we have The Invisible Life of Addie LaRue, and we also have the Darker Shade of Magic trilogy that I have not yet read. And I feel like Victoria Schwab has been on my radar the longest during my booktube career. Like, I've wanted to read from them since I started, and I still have not. So I, as well as my Sylvia moreno-garcia goal, I am making it a goal to read from Victoria Schwab this year, because they are my longest running interest that I have not read from yet. And so I think it's only fair that I finally get to them this year. So I'm excited and nervous because there's so much buzz surrounding this author, and I just want to love everything, and I think that's why I haven't picked anything up yet, because I'm nervous. So there you have it, guys. Those are some of the authors that I am hoping to pick up from in 2022. Please let me know in the comments if there are any specific books from them that you think I will love and should pick up first, whether they're ones that I already mentioned in this video or if they're ones that I didn't. I just really want to know where I should start, where I should be heading in the direction, and I am so excited from all of these authors. Like, I just want to read from all of them, and I'm excited. So thank you all for watching. I hope you enjoyed this Bookmas video. Let me know if there's any authors that you are looking to read from in 2022 as well, and I will see you all in my next Bookmas video. Bye!